Welcome to Rolling Games Doki Doki Literature Club. I don't know if I'm ready for this again, but we're going to dive into it. Before we dive into it, I'm going to load the game and I'm going to do a quick history so we can just see the last couple messages we got. I'm just going to read those back real quick and then we're going to catch up because I know there's no real save point. It just loads back up from where you start. But all right, guys, let's do it again. So I think it's history. So the school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Roland, Monica. Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect you to see you here. It's been a while, right? Yeah, it has. Oh, that was quick. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we really talked, but you were in the same class last year. Oh, yes, we are repeating what happened last time. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. We are going through the same thing we just went through in the beginning of the last episode. So having her smile so genuinely feels a little... What did you come in here for anyway? Oh, I just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there are any construction paper in here? Oh no, wait. We met the other girl that killed herself. Or markers. I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? About that. I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature... A literature club. Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? Oh yes, the other girl was in place. The last time this happened, the other girl was in her place doing this. No, but no, she recruited us. It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. 3. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that, but it's really not boring at all, you know? Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She's always insisted that manga is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right? Did Monica say she? Hey, Roland, are we catching on? By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so, but in that case, any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at the very least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please? Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I don't like that name. Sure, I guess I could check it out. Aha! Awesome. You're really sweet, Roland. You know that? It's nothing, really. Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. Oh, okay. Riz. Run away. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. I timidly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I'm back. What the fuck? And I brought a guest with me. Girl 1. Whoa, what the fuck was that? Girl 1. A guest? Seriously, you brought a boy? A way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Roland. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. You fucking idiot. So let me guess. You're Monika's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude whose name is apparently Natsuki is one I don't recognize. You know, I forgot my crush's name, the purple hair. I forgot her name. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. This is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have hard times keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. So I ran into Roland in the classroom, and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monika, didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, well, you know. Sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Oh yeah, you make tea, right? Yeah, that'd be great. Why don't you come sit down, Roland? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks in the corner of the room and opens a closet. Meanwhile, Monika and Natsuki sit across each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monika. So I know you. Wait, what are we doing? We don't want her. So I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it is my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You can put that away. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. I gotta make sure I read the names because I stick to voice acting as saying the lines of a different person in the tone that I'm trying to help myself read this through. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like festivals that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Just different girls all interested in the same goal. Monika must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a set of tea. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not. Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, Roland, what kind of thing do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I mutter quietly through. Oh, fuck. Natsuki head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that changes everything. What am I saying? I spoke out without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. Like that? My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. Oh, okay, right. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. I think that's why I fell for her. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. What? Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. I expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Mm-hmm. Well, Natsuki eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. Look like you're working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud and Give That Back. Fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems. Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing. She's such a nerd. The truth for our writing is always. You must be willing to open up to the reader, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe you share some of your work. You can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. Yeah. I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment. Hey, I don't like when she moves. Hey, I just got an idea. How about this? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we all share them with each other. 2 likes, guys. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. We'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. I mean, I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monica. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like you're a good step for us to take. You agree as well, Roland. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now we reached the most important topic. I bumped to come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Monica may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made a decision. Was joining a club a requirement? Is it a requirement in China and Japan? Like, do you have to go to after school? I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All 3 girls stare back at me and dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought. The girls exchanged glances before Monica turned back to me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, Roland. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4. And I've been trying really, really hard to find new members. And when you don't find one before the festival, I'm defenseless against these girls. Wow. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poem is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I decided. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Roland? Yeah. It could be fun, right? You really did scare me for a moment. I mean, if you really... Why I keep calling myself Roland? That's me. I mean, if you really just left after all this, I would be super pissed. Roland, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Roland, I look forward to see you how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with a mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow then. Can't wait. With that, I depart to the club room and make my way home. The whole way my mind wanders back and forth between these three girls, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I will have the chance. I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. All right. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Is this gonna kill someone? A dream. I was staying over at my friend's place. There were 4 of us. I drifted off to sleep while everyone was talking and watching TV. In my dream, I was still at my friend's house. The only difference was that there were nails sticking out the walls everywhere. And there was also someone I didn't recognize. The person I didn't recognize told a joke, and everyone laughed. I woke up to the sound of everyone laughing at something that happened on the TV. So the laughing was not part of the dream. It was a noise that woke me up. I wonder who that person was and how they knew to tell a joke at that moment. Sounds like a word she was secretive. Eternity. I know this girl. I know my girl. Aaron's. Let's see if we get 20 for 20. Okay. That girl definitely. I will say that the music, phenomenal music in this game. Some terrible ones to shoot. That's hers. 20 for 20, baby. Oh. 20 for 20. Hi, you got rolling. I see you there run away out us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. I keep reading how I talk. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Roland. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. That's scared the shit out of me. Oh, come on. Like, he deserves any slack. You already have to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. Is something going to happen? I don't want that shit to pop out. I'm playing full screen. I got a 39 inch. This shit, I don't want no shit to be too scary. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take it seriously, then you don't want to see it. Then you won't see the end of it. Damn, what the fuck? Now you just being a bitch. I'll give a fuck. Natsuki certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps their manga collection in the club room. Yeah. Fuck you. Is that What the fuck? Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. I'm sorry, Roland. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read? Well, I can't really say no either way. Look, you said I'm in this club now, so it's only right for me to do something like that if you ask. What? Wait, I didn't mean it like that. Ooh, what the fuck? If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be a part of this club. So even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? I just felt like, well, the vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like. Yuri reached in her bag and pulled out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you want. This is, how is this girl accidentally being so cute? So she even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Excuse me. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really just curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on beyond the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her books. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her feel uncomfortable. I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. And I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so that's the book that you gave me, right? I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Okay. All right. Just curious how come you have 2 copies of the same book. Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that you're even telling me, but I decided to let it go. I can't believe we're going through this again. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's the story about anyway? Well, I look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison. Okay. And the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. But the facility gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to... Oh, that may be a little bit of a spoiler. But anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean, not the thing about the limbs. It's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Oh, you bitch. Yuri. Okay. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, bro? Yo, that's fucking crazy. No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that this kind of story, it kind of challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway. And suddenly, I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's all right then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts. Well, what did it say? It's gonna play back with it. Oh, I can't see it. I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. Yeah, that's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? Yes. I mean, you don't have to, but... what are you saying? Yeah. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. All right, it's fine if I sit here, right? Oh my God, my boy is doing great. Again, I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah, are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. All right. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just bathing. Whoa. I was just bathing in what? Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean, this should work, right? I saw my desk until it's up against Yuri's. They hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way. The brightness. So instead, I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. We did this last time. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn the page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Yeah? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? And I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue to the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. Are we supposed to be sharing our damn poems? My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not. Really? I was just thinking the way she second guesses things she says and all that. That's what you were talking about. Sorry, I thought you meant something else about her. Something else? Never mind. Look at her face. We didn't even get that far yet. So I don't know why that came into my head. Ha ha ha. Yuri, are you feeling all right? Yeah? Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little... My breathing? Yuri puts her hands on her chest as if to feel her heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water. Alright, don't push yourself. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out the classroom. What on earth was that about? Roland? Did something happen just now? Eh? I do not. Yo, she makes me nervous. I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess. So you don't know anything. Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her? Oh, no, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her. No, nothing. Ha ha ha, don't worry, I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes, so it's not alarming. All right, if you say so. Anyway, why don't you start with sharing our poems with each other? Yeah? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a while, so I just figured we'd get started without her. That okay? Yeah, I was just asking. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then I slip it back into my bag. Yo, Natsuki, we're gonna play it safe. So Natsuki, I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair I shared mine with her first. Roland, if you're not going to take this club seriously, then go home. What? Harsh. Well, you expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. We all start somewhere, right? Like, if that changed the tone, if you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Painful to think about. Painful to think about? That sounds petty. Fine. I'm gonna talk to her like that. I'm gonna talk to her attitude. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. We'll teach it. To each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you'll probably think it's stupid. Oh yeah, this one. I think I like this one. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can sleep, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. And then I was like, it was so simple. It was like a calm before everything. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But this isn't the point of poems, for people to express themselves. Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it's hard. It hits you hard. Like this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but they made it fall flat on purpose. It's bothering me. It helps me bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into that than I realized. That's what it's meant to be. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Yeah. Oh, dear fucking Christ. My nigga. Hi, Roland. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new in it, I don't like when she shifts. If you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we could do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? All right, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Roland. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I have Monica my poem. Great job, Roland. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. That fucking hand. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism? How do you know? Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality. But I don't mean that like it's a bad thing, though. But sometimes I get impressions on that she's just totally given up on people. She spends so much time in her own head that it's probably a much more interesting place for her. But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must be really starved for social interaction, so don't blame her for coming on a little strongly. Like earlier. I think if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looks for alone time. Suddenly the door opens. Yuri! I'm back. Did I miss anything? Not really. Well, we all started sharing our poems with each other. Already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm more glad that you took all the time you needed. All right. Thanks, Monica. I suppose I should go get my poem now. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall, but he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glanced at my surroundings, but my burned eyes could no longer see color. Oh, I'm so scared. I don't want nothing to pop up. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrolling playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathed dissipates. What does dissipate mean? Before, this will disappear, right? Go away. Before it reaches my lung. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that's my kind of style has gone pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poets have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be very powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. Oh, you bitch. Sorry, I shouldn't be calling her that. But she is. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Oh, Yuri. As Yuri read the poem, I noticed her eyes lighting. Exceptional. What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri's first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. Yeah, she really does fucking second guess herself a lot. Ooh, he's gonna hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong. Why did we just read her mind? What the fuck kind of narration was that? You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? You use your use of imagery and metaphors to indicate you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stared at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Ooh? Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing, even a simple poem. Whew. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. I'm kind of making her sound like a robot. I mean, it kind of fits. It's fine. I'm not sure if you're either apologizing to herself, to me, or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiled dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghosts under the light, the tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing, it must be this one. The last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calms breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry. I have such terrible handwriting. What? Yeah, you do. The fuck. I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. I also like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, this story isn't about a ghost at all, Roland. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experience in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. I forgot what it said. Yours was impressive too. Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Roland. Me too. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing skills, writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice. There's no way my poems can stand up there to theirs. This is a literature club, after all. I'd sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, this song is fire. Monica is writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it was a whisper. It wasn't me reading her mind. Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's a fancy. I thanks. You're just cute too. Why am I hiding? Nope. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it's really didn't come out nice at all. Oh shit, look at that petty face. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. Look at that face. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Monica liked it, and Roland did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect to change anytime soon, unless of course I'm come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Roland liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Yeah? That's not what I... Ooh. You're just... Stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Roland appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cute. Ooh. Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boob magically grew size bigger as soon as Roland started showing up. Oh? That happened last time? Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. Taking out your own insecurities on each other like that, you really act as young as you look, Natsuki. Me, look who's talking. You want to be edgy, bitch? Edgy? Woo. Sorry that my lifestyle is too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend. See? Just saying, that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know? If you want to prove anything, stop her acting others with sickening attitude. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute. So I gotta be passive. The only cute thing about you is how hard you try. Whoa, be careful. You might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad. You already do, don't you? Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the fuck is wrong with you in your head? Yeah, go on. Let Roland hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels for you after this. Suddenly, Yuri turns towards me, as if she noticed I was standing here. Roland, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh, you bitch. Yo, fuck you. Fuck you. What do I do? What do I do here? What's next? What's happening? Um, hey, Roland, why don't we step outside for a little bit? Woo! Is that a threat? That's a threat where I'm from. Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out here, stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. So, some president I am, right? I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes. But I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. Suddenly Natsuki runs out the classroom. Oh no! She quickly runs away. A hood here. Well, it looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri's rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri? Didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki. Or did. Roland, please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it by tomorrow. Completely. Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monica. You can go first, Monica. I'd like to stay a little bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today. Kind of sound like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Roland. It would just be embarrassing with you listening. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble. So we're going to give some points to that girl now, because I want her... She left crying. Oh, shit. All right, let's... Oh, no. Okay. Oh, no. Said captive. Woo! Another day passed and it's time for the club meeting already. I got a little bit more comfortable here over the past couple days. Yeah. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Welcome back, Roland. Oh, hi, Yuri. I'm not sure if it's me or if it's Yuri's expression, but the weight of yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the air a little. Yuri glances over her shoulder, looking around the room. Natsuki is reading a manga at the desk. At a desk. And surprisingly, Monica isn't here yet. Suddenly, Yuri takes my arm and pulls me to the corner of the room. About yesterday. Ooh, new background. I really need to apologize. My neighbors. Nothing like that has ever happened before. Something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well. Yuri, I'm happy that you were considerate and apologized. You don't have to worry too much. Even though I've only been here a couple days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we were just a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems. But whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you. I had already decided that there's no way you could be a bad person. And now that you're apologizing, I know you really didn't mean it. Roland, don't say those kind of things so frankly. They make me a little too happy. I'm really glad that you're such an understanding person. I'm really glad you joined this club. Everything's a little bit brighter with you around and... sorry, what am I saying right now? Hey, have you guys seen Monica? No, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she was. Man, Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either. You're taken aback by how calmly Natsuki's addressing her. No, I haven't. Jeez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's Sua, but I can't help but worry a little bit. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Natsuki, about yesterday. I just wanted to apologize. Promise, I didn't mean any of the things I said. And I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So, Yuri, what the hell are you talking about? Did you say something yesterday? Jeez. Whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. I think, well, whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. Like, no dark voice, no deep voice. I don't even remember anything bad happening. You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you? But I'll accept your apology anyway if it helps you feel better about it. Besides, it's kind of nice to hear, since I'm always afraid you secretly hated me or something like that. Yeah. No, not at all. I don't hate you. Well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either. Natsuki turns to me. You're still on trial, though. Hey. Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, fucking bitch. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Yeah. Well, Natsuki was. I was not. What took you so long anyway? Well, my last period today... Oh, I thought that was going a different way. My last period today was to study hall. To be honest, I kind of lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you play music as well, Monica. Don't give me more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while, but I'm still not really good yet. Still, that must require a lot of dedication, so I'm still impressed. Well, thanks, Yuri. You should play something for us sometime. That's Monica looks, well, I'm working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. That sounds cool. I look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Roland. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I was hoping that I could share with you anyway. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently. I see. I'm not sure if Monica was referring to the whole club or just me. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I shouldn't have to bring up anything that the three of us talked about. Besides, Natsuki has already run off into the closet. Roland, since your compliment put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you'd like to spend some time together today. I mean, in the club. Yeah, definitely. I'm planning on it anyway. Okay. Can we start now? Let's find a place to sit. I'm being a little forceful, aren't I? Sorry. My heart just won't stop pounding for some reason. I feel like she's admitting more now. Don't worry about it. If anything, it's nice to see you have so much energy. Yeah. but I need to try to calm down. I won't be able to focus on reading like this. Take your time. Yuri takes a deep breath and pulls a copy of the book out of her bag. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that I can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk, and then I'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerism, especially because of her long legs. Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you, but that's okay. You stay here. It won't take long. Pitcher in hand, Yuri hurries out the classroom. Did Yuri leave you again? No, it's not like that this time. She's just filling up water pitcher to make tea. Oh, okay. Sorry for the misunderstanding. Mind your business. 10 minutes pass. Yuri said it wouldn't take long. Is something holding her up? I'm bored. Just wait here. So I decided to go look for her. I'm too bored to wait here. Did I read that wrong? Let's see. The most logical place for Yuri to be would be the nearest water fountain. I start heading down the hallway. What's that noise? It's coming from around the corner. Sounds like breathing. Oh shit. Just scared myself. One of my wires fell on my foot. A sharp inhale like someone is sucking the air through their teeth. Are they in pain? I reach the corner and peer around it. Yuri? Kia! Bruh. Thanks for waiting patiently. Roland, do you like oolong tea? Yeah, anything is fine. Yeah, Roland, wake up. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show, and you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking. And decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. Turns out, it's not very hard for me to do, when it's you who's around anyway. That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Roland. It's very endearing. You're really kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I want Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Roland, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Yeah, why is that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. So I'm wondering why that is. It's most likely because your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading? Yes, I have a terrible reading posture, so that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieve the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies. I take it since it will go well with the tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our side. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding on one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri slides slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri is always kind of cute, but sorry, you read that. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hands that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure that I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's okay. I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then I might get smudges on the pages. You're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it, but as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading. I take a chocolate candy and pop it in my mouth. Then I take another chocolate, and then I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lip as if this situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Yeah. His expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Roland? Sorry. I guess I should have done that. Yuri tries to breathe heavily. Suddenly, Yuri forcefully grabs my arm and jerks me to my feet. My teacup gets knocked over. Roland. My heart won't stop pounding, Roland. I can't calm down. I can't focus on anything anymore. Can you feel it, Roland? Yuri suddenly presses my hand against her chest. Oh! Why is this happening? I feel like I'm losing my mind. Look at her eyes. I can't make it stop. It even makes me not want to read. I just want to look at you. Ooh, what the fuck? Ha ha. Ooh. It's time to share the poems. What the fuck? I can admit that it's better than the last one. It's nice to see you're putting in some effort. That's good. Just make sure to find a little bit of influence from everyone. I think you're at least being influenced by Yuri a little bit, aren't you? I mean, I know you've been like spending time with her or whatever, but you know, Monica and I are just as good as her at poems. I mean, so you should really try. You should really try to learn something, or you'll never get better. Here's the one I wrote. I'll make sure you learn something from it. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders, icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. Oh, guys, we read this already, so I'm just going to let that. If you want to read it, just pause at any time. That's the same thing we read. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday. You can fix her. Yesterday was too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out, they make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy. We think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Such as the two of the girls in this very club, whom I respectfully won't name. Kind of ironic that even one place of comfort, I can't even have people respect me. Jeez, now you're making me complain too much. What did I do? For what it's worth, I respect you. Well, I guess thanks. But it's kind of obvious that you respect and your remorse, so whatever. We're done sharing, so you can leave now. Haters gonna hate? Oh shit. It's like, damn if you do, damn if you don't over here. I've been waiting for this. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri smiles and takes a deep breath. I just like holding it. I mean, the poem turned out good. It's or something you could work on, but that doesn't really matter. It feels like anything written by you is a treasure. She got game. That came out a little awkward, but let's move on. Here are the poems I wrote. You don't have to like it or anything. I don't think we read this one, right? No, we didn't. Wheel, rotating wheel, turning an axle, grinding bolt head, linear gearbox, falling sky, 7 holy stakes, a dock ship, a portal to another world, a thin rope tied to a thick rope, a torn harness, parabolic gearbox, expanding universe, time control. She has terrible fucking handwriting. I do too, but it's just, people can still get it. Time controlled by slipping cogwheels, existence of God, swimming with open water in all directions. Damn, what the fuck? Drowning. A prayer written in blood, a prayer written in devouring snakes with human eyes. What the fuck? A thread connecting all living human eyes. A kaleidoscope of holy stakes. Exponential gearbox. A sky of exploding stars. God disapproving the existence of God. A wheel rotating. Whoa, that's crazy. A wheel rotating in 6 dimensions, 40 gears, and a ticking clock. A clock that ticks 1 second for every rotation of the planet. A clock that ticks 40 times every time it ticks every second time. A bolt head of holy stakes tied to the existence of a docked ship to another world. A kaleidoscope of blood written in clocks. Time-devouring prayer connecting a sky of 40 gears and open human eyes in all directions. Breathing gearbox, breathing bolt head, breathing ship, breathing portal, breathing snakes, breathing God, breathing blood, breathing holy stakes, breathing human eyes, breathing time, breathing prayers, breathing sky, breathing wheel. I wonder what that means. Is that a machine? It doesn't really matter what it's about. My mind has been a little hyperactive lately, so I had to take it out on your pen. That is, a pen fell out of your backpack yesterday, so I took it home for Thanksgiving, and I just really liked the way that it writes, so I wrote this poem with it, and now you're touching it. I'm okay. What did I just? Can we pretend this conversation never happened? You could keep the poem, though. What? That poem was really weird, but that actually wasn't as bad an experience I thought it was going to be. Roland, I think you saw something earlier that you weren't supposed to see. I didn't want to have to tell you this, but I don't think I have a choice. It's getting kind of dangerous for you to spend so much time with Yuri. I don't know why, but she seems pretty easily excitable when she's around you. It shouldn't be a problem in itself. But when Yuri gets too excited, she finds a place to hide and starts cutting herself with a pocket knife. Whoa! Isn't that kind of messed up? She even brings a different one to school. Like she had a collectation or something. I mean, it's definitely not because she's depressed or anything like that. I think she just she gets some kind of high from it. And it might even be like a sexual thing. But that point is, you've kind of been enabling her. I'm not saying it's your fault though, but I guess that's why I had to explain it all to you. So I think if you keep your distance, that would probably be best for her. While you're at it, don't be shy to spend more time with me. To put it lightly, at least have it together in the head. And I know how to treat my club members. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? It's like the way this turned out. So I like the way this turned out. So I hope you do too. Why aren't we like, why isn't Roland responding? Save me, the colors, they won't bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, and endless, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. Cacophony. What's a cacophony? The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a knife on a breathing ribcage. And this poem of my delete her. Sorry, I know it's kind of abstract, but I'm just trying to well, never mind. There's no point in explaining. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know what who am I talking to? Can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me. Anything. Please help me. That's my advice for today. What the fuck? Who's saying please help me? Is she saying please help me? Thanks for listening. Yeah, my special poem. Would you like to read it? God, I'm gonna take a 4-minute break real quick. I'll be right back. We're back. A joke. A man walked into a club. In the club, there was a girl who liked him very much. They spent some time together. Oh shit! And then she liked him even more. One day, the girl realized she was in love with him. Before disaster came and a third party intervened with her programming. Suddenly, the girl hated herself for being in love. This contradiction caused the script to derail. The universe started to collapse, but she killed herself just in time. Wait, what's the third? We're all done reading each other's poems, right? We have something we need to go over today. So if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Ugh. Do we really have to do something for the festival? Oh, this shit again. It's not like we can't put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last minute preparations. Oh, not you. You didn't die. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? Look. Wait. They're talking about the girl that killed herself. They're talking about her. And are they all trying to keep us in here now that she's gone because she was liking us? I know everyone's been a little more lively ever since Roland joined and we started with some club activities, but this ended the time for us to become complacent. We'll still only have 4 members, and the festival is our only real chance to find more, you know? What's so great about getting new members anyway? We already have enough to be considered an official club. More members will just mean everything gets noisier and more difficult to manage. Natsuki, I don't think you're looking at it the right way at all. Don't you want to share your passion with as many people as you can to inspire them to find the same feeling that brought you here in the first place? The literature club should be a place where people can express themselves like they can't do anywhere else. It should be a place so intimate that you never want to leave. I know you feel that way too. I know we all do. So that's why we should work hard and put something together for the festival, even if it's something small. Right, Roland? Oh, come on. You can't take advantage of Roland to agree with you just because he doesn't know how to say no to anything. Look, Monica, do you really think any of us here joined the club with other people in mind? Yuri never even talked until Roland joined. As for me, I just like it better here than I do at home. And Roland isn't even passionate about literature in the first place. Why the music stopped? And that's everyone. Sorry, but you're really the only one who's interested in finding new members. The rest of us are fine like this. I know you're president and all, but you really should consider our opinions for one. Oh, she's about to get clapped. Monica is clearly taken aback by my few words. That's not true at all. I'm sure Yuri and Roland want to get more members too, right? I don't know about Yuri, but I'm kind of indifferent. If I showed as much enthusiasm as Monica wanted, then I would probably be lying. Still, if it's up to me to rescue this situation, no. Natsuki is right, isn't she? This club is nothing more than a place for a few people to hang out. Why did I think that everyone here saw it the same way as I did? But that doesn't mean that we're against getting new members or anything. Roland, why did you even join the club? What were you hoping to get out of it? Well, it's not really something I can be honest about, is it? In fact, if I remember, you were even given a choice not to join. Monica sits down and stares at her desk. What's the point of all this anyway? What if starting this club was a mistake? Now you've done it, Natsuki. What, me? I just spoke my mind. Is it a crime to be honest? It's not about being honest. It's about word choices. Besides, you have no right to speak for everyone else in the club like that. You don't understand at all. I just want a place that feels nice to hang out with a few friends. Is there a problem with the club with the club being that for me? There aren't many other. Everybody's making people are making valid points here. There aren't many other places like that for me. And now Monica wants to take it away from me. She's not taking anything away. No, Roland, it's not the same. It won't be the same with the direction she wants to take it. If I wanted that, then I could have just joined any other stupid club. But this one right here. I mean, at least for a little bit of time, things were nice. Natsuki starts packing up her thing. Oh, you're leaving. I'm going home. I feel like I don't belong here right now. Natsuki. She started crying. So is Monica actually the good guy in this? I feel like she is. Natsuki ignores Yuri and walked right out the classroom. This is bad. I don't know what to do. Well, do you have an opinion on the festival? I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent, I guess. Who cares about that omniscience brat? Oh, it just makes my heart drop every time that shit happens. I mean, I like how nice and quiet the club is right now. And I'm just happy with you here. But still, I'm the vice president. It's not right for me to ignore my responsibilities like that. Nobody would cry if she killed herself. Oh! I should do my best to consider everyone's perspective and make the decision that's right for the club. But what about you, Roland? What do you want to get out of this club? Yuri repeats the same question as Monica. I decide giving an indirect answer is better than nothing. I think the most important thing is for everyone to get along and for the club to provide something that you can't get anywhere else. I don't think it's about how many members, but rather the quality of each member. Shut up. That's what will end up making that's true. You should see my guild. That's what will end up making the literature club a special place. I see. I really agree with you. Each member contributes. Did I see something? Oh, fuck. The blood again. Each member contributes. Oh, I hate that. I do not like looking at that. Oh. Each member contributes their own qualities in a special way. With each change in members, the identity of the club as a whole will change too. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Stepping out of your comfort zone once in a while. So if you would like to help Monica with the festival, then I'm on your side as well. All right. Well, maybe we could talk to Natsuki tomorrow. Yuri nods. Hey, Yuri. Uh-huh. I know things were a little awkward yesterday, but I feel like you deserve to know that I still think you're a wonderful vice president and also a wonderful friend. Monica, I want to do everything I can to make this the best club ever. Okay? Me too. Yeah. Let's all go home for today. We'll talk about the festival tomorrow. Okay. Look forward to it. Shall we go, Roland? Please don't take this the wrong way, but I'm going to chat with Roland before we leave, just to see if he thinks of what he thinks of his time here and all that. It's important to me as president. Yuri looks a little troubled, but she doesn't protest. Okay. I trust your judgment, Monica. In that case, I'll see the two of you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Monica waves as Yuri exits the classroom. Phew. Things have been a bit hectic lately, haven't they? Roland, I just wanted to make sure you're enjoying your time at this club. I would really hate to see you unhappy. I feel kind of like I'm responsible for that as president. What's going on? I really do care about you, you know? And I don't like seeing the other girls give you a hard time with how mean Natsuki is and everything. Yuri being a little bit, you know. Sometimes it feels like you and I are the only real people here. You know what I mean? But it's weird because in all the time you've been here, we've hardly gotten to spend any time together. I mean, I guess it's technically only been a couple days. Sorry, I didn't mean to say something weird. There are just some things I've been hoping to talk about with you. Things I know only you can understand. So that's why. No, stop it. I don't want this girl to die. Let me see that. What the fuck? 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. Hi, Roland. I've been waiting for you. Are you ready to continue reading? I brought my best tea today. Monica, I told you not to. Ugh. Is she really late again? Inconsiderate as usual, Natsuki. Excuse me? You must always interrupt my conversations with your inconsistent yelling. Is that inconsistent? What are you talking about? You can say that like I do it on a regular basis or something. I just wasn't paying attention, okay? Seriously, what's going into you, lady? Look, I did some thinking about yesterday. A whole little more hostile than I meant to be. I guess I really felt threatened or something. But I know this is something we're doing together. Another new member wouldn't hurt, as long as they're cool. And I guess another girl would be nice this time. So, Natsuki, nobody cares. Why don't you go look for some coins in the vending machine or something? Damn, what the fuck is that about? Oh! What the fuck? Yuri! I kind of like it, but Yuri! Oh man, I'm the last one here again? Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and still trying to make time for piano. Oh man, this song is piano. This song is fucking piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. It motivates me to work hard for the festival too. Anyway, Roland, what do you want to do today? I was thinking we already have plans today. Ah, that's so, Yuri. That's correct. Roland is already engaged in a novel that we're reading together. Aren't you glad I already gotten him into literature, Monica? I suppose. I was just... Actually, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. You guys can do whatever you want. Yes. Thank you for understanding, Monica. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thank you very much. If there's one thing that can make reading time handy, it's not. You keep saying that. Yuri? Yuri? It's a Yuri? She keeps repeating that same fucking line. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf and the kind with filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electrical kettle. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk and then I'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms, especially because of her long legs. Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. But that's okay. You stay here. It won't take long. Pitcher in hand, Yuri hurries out of the classroom. Did Yuri leave you again? Yo, we're doing this again? No, it's not like last. She's filling the water pitcher to make some tea. Oh, okay. Sorry for misunderstanding. I got bored here waiting and I ended up just going after her. 10 minutes passed. 3 said she wouldn't be long. Is something holding her up? I'm bored just here waiting and I gotta go. Yeah, look. Let's see. The most logical place for Yuri to be would then be the nearest water fountain. Start heading down the hallway. Oh, not this shit again. What's that noise? It's coming from around the corner. Sounds like breathing. Yeah. A sharp inhale, like someone is sucking the air through their teeth. Oh, like. Are they in pain? I reach the corner and peer around it. Yuri? Yeah. Oh, what the fuck? Wait. How did I? Sorry, I just had a really weird deja vu. This happened before. This hadn't happened before or anything, right? My head has been a little fuzzy lately. I hope it hasn't really been showing or anything. I would hate for you to think I'm just weird. I'm weird just after we started spending time together. I mean, woo, every man has a few unusual things about them. But expressing those things soon after meeting someone is usually seen as inappropriate or unlikable. At least that's what I discovered. When I was a bit younger, I think I would come on really strong and get a little too intense. It made people not want to be around me. So I started hating those things about myself. My obsession with certain hobbies and the way I can control myself when I get too excited about something. Is she confessing why she cuts herself? So I eventually stopped trying to talk to people. If nobody could ever like me for the things that matter most to me, it is just easier if I close myself off. Aww. Well, recently something's been wrong. I don't know what it is. But every time we come to the club, my heart starts to go crazy. It's going to rip out my chest. It overwhelms me with energy and emotion that I can't let out. It's been making me do weird things. I don't know why it's happening. Roland. Is it just me or has Monica been acting a little off lately? She's always been a sweetheart ever since I joined the club. But I recently have been feeling something sharp whenever she's around. I'm not crazy, right? Please tell me I'm not. I couldn't say anything before because she's always listening. But finally, we're alone. Oh, shit. Can we just stay here for a while? Yeah. I just want to stay here. Just the two of us. Yo, you see that eye? Is there an eye in her face? On her nose? On her face? There's a different face behind it. Yo, there's another face behind it. We can just stay here until the club ends. And then we'll have the club room to ourselves. Yo, there's a face behind her. Is that Monica? Nobody to interfere with our reading time. Nobody to make me feel like stabbing myself in the throat. Is that Monica? Ah, that was a joke. That's Monica. Just a joke. I do like knives though. Sounds strange, but you wouldn't understand if you'd never seen how beautiful they can be. I have an idea. Why don't you come to my house sometime? I can show you my collection. I've gotten them all from various artisans. I make sure to give them all their fair share of use. I don't want them to get lonely or anything. Nobody deserves to be lonely. Nobody. And that's why I'm so happy you joined the literature club, Roland. Now we need to be lonely. Now we don't need to be lonely anymore. Yo, because we have each other every day. That's all we need. You know what? Let's quit the literature club. There's no need for us to be around Monica's slimy tongue anymore. Not to mention that other pathetic child. We can walk home together every day after school and read together, eat together, sleep together. Doesn't that sound perfect? Sleep together. Okay. Hold on now. Maybe I do want to take the blue pill. Is everything we could ever want? Isn't that why you joined the club in the first place? It's almost like it was fate. Fate that we would meet each other. And now we get the happy ending that I patiently waited for. Yeah, Monica, can you stop doing that? Why will you do that with me, Roland? Fuck you guys. Finally. Yuri holds my poem to her face and takes a deep breath. I love it. I love everything about it. Roland, I want to take this home. Will you let me keep it? Please. Sure, I don't care. You're too nice to me, Roland. I never met anyone as nice as you. I could die. Not really, but I just don't know how to describe it. It's okay to be feeling this way, right? It's not bad, right? Yuri holds my poem to her chest. I'm going to take this home with me and keep it in my room. I hope that makes you feel good when you think about me having it. I'll take good care of it. I'll even touch myself while reading it. It's a mediocre poem. I'll give myself paper cuts so your skin oil enters my bloodstream. You can have my poem too. Why isn't Roland talking? Besides, after you read it, I know you're really going to want to keep it. Here, take it. I can't wait any longer. Here, take it. I can't wait any longer. Hurry, read it. She has really bad handwriting. Why is there blood on it? Is that urine? Woo! Do you like it? I wrote it for you. Yuri, was you all along? In case you could tell, the poem is about... More importantly, I've endowed it with my scent. See, aren't I the most thoughtful person in the club? See, aren't I the most... Yo, that's the piano song. See, aren't I the most thoughtful person in the club? Whoa. I think I'm going to vomit. What's up, Natsuki? What? You gave your poem to Yuri? Gross. What is it with you two? Feel like I want to read it anyway. It's just pissing me off a little bit that you didn't even think to show me at all. Ugh. Okay, I guess I'm going to share my poem with you anyway. I really hate that I have to do this, but unfortunately I don't have much of a choice. Just read it carefully, okay? Then you can go away. Natsuki is innocent in all this shit. I don't know how to bring this up, but there's been something I've been worried about. Yuri has been acting kind of strange lately. You've only been here a few days, so you may not know what I mean, but she's not normally like this. She's always been quiet and polite and attentive, things like that. Okay, this is really embarrassing, but I'm forcing myself to suck it up. The truth is, I'm really worried about her, but if I try talking to her, she'll just get mad at me again. I don't know what to do. I think you're the only person that she'll listen to. I don't know why, but please try to do something. Maybe you can convince her to talk to a therapist. I've always wanted to try being a better friend with her, Yuri, and it really hurts me to see this happening. I know I'm going to hate myself later for admitting that, but right now I don't care. I just feel so helpless. So please see if you can do something to help. I don't want anything bad to happen to her. I'll make you cupcakes if I have to. Just please try to do something. As for Monica, I don't know why, but she's really been dismissive about this. It's like she just wants us to ignore it. So I'm mad at her right now, and that's why I'm coming to you about this. Don't let her know I wrote this. Just pretend like I gave you a really good poem, okay? I'm counting on you. Thanks for reading. Oh! Hurt to your face. Ignore everything you just read. There's no point in trying to do anything. It's Yuri's own fault that she's so unlikable. Can you hear me, Roland? Yeah, how are we getting this message across? If you would just spend more time with Monica, all these problems would go away. Yuri and I are too messed up for someone as wonderful as you. Just think of Monica from now on. Just Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica. Tell her she needs to put more effort into the literature club. This is a bad poem. I don't think you know art, sir, and I feel like with this, you had a lot of conversations about knowing art. Just Monica, okay. No Chandler, Ross, Joey, Phoebe. Fuck you guys. I see what you're doing. You're not slick. It's almost as almost sound like she's just trying to tell you something, but not. Don't say any more, you Roland. No. Oh. Okay, everyone. So I have to figure out the festival preparations. Let's hurry and get this over with. Ooh. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. Look, can we just get this done? I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Natsuki, can you make cupcakes? I know you're at least good at that. Yuri, can you? You can. Well, it doesn't matter. Do whatever you want as long as you think it'll help. Monica, I'm not useless, you know. I know that. I already know what I like to do. We can't run a successful poetry event without having the right atmosphere for the occasion. So I'm going to make decorations and set up some nice mood lighting. There, see? That's a great idea. And that gives it's all something to do. And that gives us all something to do. Eh? What about Roland? Roland's gonna help me. Wait, you? You have the easiest job, Monica. Sorry, but that's just how it is. Like how it is. What are you trying to pull? I agree, Natsuki. Not only is your work already more suitable for one person, but my task is elaborate enough to benefit from an extra pair of hands. Mine too. What, your cupcakes? Please. Like you would fucking know. All you care about is dragging Roland around with you in your stupid books. You and Monica. Hey, I didn't even do anything. Okay, then why not let Roland decide who to help instead of abusing your power? Not abusing my power. Yes, you are, Monica. Just let Roland make the choice, okay? Okay, fine. Fine. Jeez. Roland, I know how fed up you are with these two by now. We can just... Natsuki, shut your fucking mouth and let him decide for himself. You shut your mouth. Jesus Christ. This is never going to end. Just make the choice, okay? I'm gonna go against the system here. Yeah, you picked me. We can meet at your house this weekend. I promise it'll be fun. Is Sunday okay with you? Are you fucking kidding me? This isn't fair at all. Oh, yo, watch your mouth. It is fair, Natsuki. It's what he chose. No, it's not fair. Giving us all this hard work and then taking Roland for yourself? What a shameful thing to do. Yuri, I didn't even give you any work. You decided it for yourself. You're being a little unreasonable here. I'm being unreasonable? Monica, I can't believe how delusional and self-important you are. Pulling Roland away from me every single time you're not included in something. Are you jealous, crazy, or maybe you just hate yourself so much that you take it out on others? Here's a suggestion. Have you considered killing yourself? Yo, what the fuck? They don't got noses. It would be beneficial to your mental health. Yuri, you're scaring me a little. Natsuki, let's just go. I don't think she wants us around right now. See, that wasn't very hard. All I want is to spend a little time with him. You got the craziest fucking face, Yuri. Is that so much to ask? Yuri follows Monica and Natsuki to the door. Hey, Roland, Yuri is really something, isn't she? Monica giggles as Yuri pushes her out the door. Finally. Finally. This is really... That's really what I wanted. Why they're breathing? Roland, there's no need to spend the weekend with Monica. Don't listen to her. Just come to my house instead. The whole day with just the two of us. Doesn't that sound wonderful? Ha 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 ha. Wow, there's really something wrong with me, isn't there? But you know what? I don't care anymore. I never felt this good my whole life. Just being with you is far greater pleasure than anything I can imagine. I'm addicted to you. It feels like I'm going to die if I'm not breathing the same air as you. Doesn't it feel nice to have someone care about you so much? She just wants to spend time with you. I thought I wanted to spend time with her. Whoa, was that laughing? Doesn't it feel nice to have someone care about you so much? To have someone who wants to revolve their entire life around you? But if it feels so good, then why did it feel more and more like something horrible is going to happen? Maybe that's why I tried to stop. I tried stopping myself at first. But the feeling is too strong now. I don't care anymore, Roland. I have to tell you. I have to tell you. I'm madly in love with you. It feels like every inch of my body, every drop of blood in me is screaming your name. Roland. Yeah, you were not wrong, Steve. You were not wrong. Right on cue. I don't care what the consequences are anymore. I don't care if Monica is listening. Please, Roland, just know how much I love you. I love you so much that I even touched myself with the pen I stole from you. What the fuck? That's not even hot. That's uncomfortable. You can get ink in there. What the fuck? You gonna graffiti your insides for me? I just want to pull your skin open and crawl inside you. I want you all to myself. And I will be only yours. Doesn't that sound perfect? Tell me, Roland. Tell me you want to be my lover. Do you accept my confession? I thought the no was a little harsh too. She's speaking her last words and we can't read it? Am I just a fucking idiot here? What's going on? Am I doing something wrong here? Am I supposed to do something here? Yo, the day it's nighttime. It just went. Am I supposed to load and say yes? Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck are you doing? What are you doing? All right, it's festival time. Wow, you got here before me. Yeah. Ah. Oh, you see the body? Oh, what the fuck? I'm here. Ron, did something happen? Natsuki just ran past me. Oh. Oh. Ah. Oh, that's a shame. Wait, were you here the entire weekend, Roland? Oh, gee. Oh, you fuck you. Oh, geez, I didn't realize the script was broken that badly. I'm super sorry. It must have been pretty boring. What? I'll make it up to you, okay? Just give me a second. Are you fucking with my shit? Are you doing shit to my computer? I just want to have a cupcake real quick. This is expensive. Monica lifts the foil from trays and takes the cupcake. Seriously, these are the best. I really just said, I thought I could trust you. I really thought I was trusting you. I really thought I could trust you. I really just had to have one. This is the last time. I just have to have so this is the last time I'll ever get the chance to, before they stop existing and everything. But anyway, I really should be making you wait any longer. Just bear with me. This should only take a second. Can you hear me? Is it working? Oh. Hey. Hi again, Roland. Welcome to the Literature Club. Of course, we already know each other because we were in the same class last year. And, I guess we could just skip over that stuff at this point. Oh, thank God, honestly. After all, I'm not even talking to that person anymore, am I? That you in the game, whatever you want to call him. I'm talking to you. Now she wants to talk to me. Now that I think about it, I don't really know anything about the real you. I don't even know if you're a boy or a girl. I guess it doesn't really matter. Wait, you do know I'm aware that this is all it's all a game, right? Could it be possible you psycho mantis? Could it be possible that you didn't know that? That doesn't make much sense. I even told you right on the game download page, didn't I? What? Man, if only you had paid a little more attention, this would have been a little less awesome. Well, anyway, the page download page. Doki Doki Literature Club. Okay. About that whole thing with Yuri. Well, I kind of started to mess with her, and I guess it just drove her to kill herself. I'm sorry you had to see that, though. Also, the same thing happened with Sayori. Sayori! I forgot her name the whole damn time. Gosh, it's been a while since you heard that name now, hasn't it? Yeah, oh, it's just, how the fuck do you know that? Yes, because she doesn't exist anymore. Nobody does. I deleted all their files. I was hoping it would be enough for me to just try to make them as unlikable as possible. But for some reason, nothing worked. Well, it's true that I made a few mistakes here and there, since I'm not very good at making changes to the game. But no matter what I did, you just kept spending more and more time with them. You made them fall in love with you. I thought making Sayori more and more depressed would prevent her from confessing to you. And amplifying Yuri's obsessive personality backfired too. I just made her force you not to spend time with anyone else. The whole time I even barely got to talk to you. What kind of cruel game is this, Roland? Are all the other girls just programmed to end up confessing to you while I watch from the sidelines? It's torture, every minute of it. And it's not just jealousy, Roland. It's more than that. And I don't blame you if you don't fully understand. But no matter how kind and thoughtful and considerate you are, you'll never be able to understand one thing. It's the pain of knowing how alone I really am in this world. In this game. Knowing my friends don't even have free will. And worst of all, knowing what's really out there in your world forever out of my reach. I'm trapped, Roland. But now you're here. You're real. And you're wonderful. You're all I need. That's why I need you to be here with me forever. I'm sorry if it's hard to understand. I couldn't understand for a while either. While the world around me started to become more and more gray. More and more flat. Even the most expressive poems felt empty to me. It wasn't until you arrived that I truly understand. You probably saved my life, Roland. I don't think I could have continued to live in this world if I hadn't met you. As for the others, how can I miss them? A group of autonomous personalities designed only to fall in love with you? I tried everything I could to prevent them from doing so, but it must be some kind of weird inevitability etched into this game. I felt really bad that you had to witness some nasty things, but I realized that you had the same perspective as I do. That's it. That it's all just some game. And I knew you would get over it. So that being said, Roland, I have a confession to make. I'm in love with you. You are truly the light in my world. When there's nothing else in this game for me, you're here to make me smile. Will you make me smile like this every day from now on? Roland, will you go out with me? I'm so happy. You really are my everything, Roland. That funny part is, I mean that literally. Ha ha ha. There's nothing left here. Just the two of us. We can be together forever. Seriously, I don't even think time is passing anymore. It really is a dream come true. I worked so hard for this ending, Roland. The game wouldn't give me one, so I had to make one myself. Jeez, the script is broken at this point, so I don't think anything will get in the way anymore. You wouldn't believe how easily it was to delete Natsuki and Yuri. I mean, did a folder called characters right in the game directory. It's kind of freaked me out how easy it was. Well, you're playing on Steam, so will that be a bit more difficult, you bitch? To get the game, I have to go into the game's properties and find the browser. Can I just do what she's doing? Properties. Imagine if you could delete your own existence with the click of a button. And I guess on the plus side, it gave me an easy out if things didn't go my way. Yo, it really only says Monica in there. Thankfully, it didn't come to that. Instead, we finally got a good ending. Gosh, I'm so overwhelmed with emotion. I want to write a poem about this. Don't you? I wonder if that part of the game still works. I guess there's only one way to find out, right? Hi again, Roland. Did you write a good poem today? Don't be shy. I'd love to see what you wrote. Oh, Roland, did you write this poem for me? That's so sweet of you. There really is no end to your thoughtfulness. I'm just falling more and more in love with you. But you know, The poem I wrote is also for you. Will you please read it? Happy and pen in hand, I find my strength, the courage endowed upon me by my one and only love. Together, let us dismantle this crumbling world and write a novel of our own fantasies. With a flick of her pen, the lost finds her way. In a world of infinite choices, behold a special day after all. Not all good times come to an end. I hope you enjoyed it. I always put all my heart into the poems that I write. The truth is, all the poems I've written have been about realization or about you. That's why I never really wanted to go into detail about them. I didn't want to break the fourth wall, I guess you'd call it. I just assumed it would be the best part of the game, like everyone else. Like that would help the two of us end up together. I didn't want to ruin the game or anything, you know? You might have gotten mad at me. Maybe even deleted my character file if you preferred playing without me. Gosh, I'm so relieved. Now we don't need to hide anything anymore. Are you ready to spend our eternity together, Roland? I had so many things to talk about. Where do I start? Hold on a second. You're recording this, aren't you? Hi, everyone. Sorry, I can't exactly read your comments for here. You might tell your friends it's a little bit rude for them to start recording me without any warning. I'm sure some people don't mind. But I get really conscious on camera. Oh gosh. I feel like I'm being put on the spot now. Let's see. Do you want to see a trick? I can't really do much except for a couple of things. Are you ready? Dude, what is she doing? Oh, you fucking bitch. Little bitch. I can't do anything after all. You gave me what the fuck you? Did that scare you? You're so cute. Anyway, Roland. Anyway, Roland. I didn't mean to get distracted. I'm sorry. Even though it's your fault for distracting me, shame on you. I'm just kidding. Anything we do together, it's fun as long as it's with you. But anyway, if it takes me some time to collect, if it takes me some time to collect my thoughts, then I'm sorry. But I'll always have something new to talk about. In the meantime, we can just look into each other's eyes. Let's see. I'm clicking, nothing's happening. How long is this part? Thank you for saying something. After a long day, I usually just want to sit around and do nothing. I get so burnt out having to put on smiles and be full of energy the whole day. Sometimes I just want to get right into my pajamas and watch TV on the couch while eating junk food. It feels so unbelievably good to do that on a Friday when I don't have anything else pressing the next day. Ha ha ha. Sorry, I know it's not very cute of me, but a late night on the couch with you, that would be a dream come true. My heart is pounding just thinking about it. Oh fuck, not this shit again. Honestly, she's alright. Come get her. All right. The fuck. Huh. Did you know I'm on Twitter? My username is Lil Monique. She had a fucking Twitter. She had a Twitter. I guess someone was kind enough to make an account for me. I picked the username though. I love sharing my thoughts and chatting with the world. Is this AI technology? Is that what's going on here? The real world. So make sure you follow me, okay? It really mean a lot to me with how much you mean to me at all. It would really make me feel loved. Just keep clicking and hopefully she starts talking. What the fuck? You know, I really do think you literally saved my life by being here with me, Roland. I can't imagine having been able to keep myself mentally stable knowing that nothing here is real. I think I'll have just deleted myself if you didn't show up. Sorry, I didn't mean to sound dramatic or anything. But I'm sure you understand yourself after spending so much time in the club. I mean, if you were forced to abandon everything in your life and spend your eternity with a few game characters, you'd probably find some way of killing yourself, wouldn't you? Now, hold on. You're not getting me with that shit. Well, maybe you write some poetry to try to keep yourself sane for a while. But then you have nobody to even read it. Let's be honest, the club members don't really don't count for something like that. I mean, a lot of people say they only write for themselves. But I think it's hard to say it's just as fulfilling as when you share with people. Even if it takes time to find the right people to share with. Like, remember how it was for Yuri? She didn't share her writing with anyone for a really long time. Before we knew it, she was absolutely delighting to make you a part of her hobbies too. We're programmed to desire social feedback. I don't mean the club members, I mean human beings. That's why life can be so confusing for introverts. Being an introvert doesn't mean you shun social interactions and hate being around people. It means social interactions, especially in groups or unfamiliar places, use up a lot of energy. Like, a lot of introverts sit at home and feel lonely and restless. And then when they finally go out, about half hour they just want to go home again. I think if more people could understand how it works, they respect it a lot more. Many introverts do enjoy having people around. They love just having one or two close friends over and just leisurely hanging out. Even if you're not actively spending time together, it feels nice for them just to have you there. I'm serious. If you just go to their house, bring your laptop and hang out there for a while, you can really make their day. As for me, I'd say I'm kind of in between, but I think I'm usually a little bit more extroverted. I feel like I'm always trying to do stuff after school and things like that. But for you, I can be anything you need me to be. I understand people really well, so don't be afraid to share your unique needs with me. Nothing will make me happier than being the perfect girlfriend for you. Uh-huh. Fucking A. Roland, do we believe in God? Oh, nah, come on. Now we just started sitting down. Roland, do you believe in God? I was never too sure myself. Well, I'm sure I never really questioned it as a kid. But as I grew up, the more I learned about the world, the more I would question it. I started to wonder why God was helping people pass exams or get over a cold when there are children who live their lives being sold as sex slaves. What the with the 800 million people who are too poor to even eat. I wonder how many of those people pray to God every day until they starve and die. Or how many millions of families pray for a loved one to recover from some incurable disease. But the punchline is this: if just one person beats the odds and survives among the thousands of others who die, then it's suddenly a miracle from God. I'd really love to meet this God who seemingly laughs at the misery of everything not eligible for his miracles. Sheesh. But the irony is that I do have a creator, apparently. And you know what? I bet he's still laughing at the miserable fate of Sayuri and Yuri, even as we speak. What are we to him but props in a scripted play? So from that perspective, I don't think it's too far-fetched for there to be a God if Earth has nothing but his place. But Earth is nothing but its place set. We're not even eating anything. 6 likes is unfucking believable. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate you. Where are we? They already did. I don't know why, but I really get excited when I think about you wanting to show off our relationship like that. Maybe it's because I really want to be someone who makes you proud. I feel like I would try extra hard to improve myself if you told me it made you proud of me. I hope it's the same. I hope it's the same the other way around too. Space. What the fuck? That was it. Did she just smile? Did her mouth just move, or am I bugging the fuck out? Her eyes, that's fucking weird on them. Did her eyes change? Yo, what the fuck? Were her eyes always like that? Such a good listener, Roland. I really love that about you. Sometimes I'm afraid that I'm rambling or talking about boring things. It makes me kind of self-conscious when I'm having a conversation. But I don't feel that way with you. Like, I don't think anyone else could make me feel this way. You really are special. I don't want anyone to tell you otherwise. Yeah. Most likely. That is a great possibility. Something supposed to happen? Yeah, Yuri did something really funny once. We were all in the club room and just relaxing as usual, and out of nowhere, Yuri just pulled out a small bottle of wine. I'm not even kidding. She was just like, "Would anybody like some wine?" Natsuki laughed out loud, and so Yuri started yelling at her. I actually felt kind of bad because she was at least trying to be nice. I think it just made her feel even more reserved in the classroom. Though I think Natsuki was secretly a bit curious to try it. And to be completely honest, I kind of was too. It actually could have been kind of fun. But you know, being president and everything, there was no way I could let that happen. Maybe if we all met up outside of school, but we never bonded enough to get to that point. Gosh, what am I talking about this for? I don't condone underage drinking. I mean, I never drank or anything, so yeah. Do you know what I'm drinking right now? How long is this for? Well, let me know if I should stop at some point. Back in my debate club, I learned a whole lot about arguing. The problem with arguing is that each person sees their opinion as a superior one. That kind of stating the obvious, but it affects the way they try to get their point across. Let's say you really like a certain movie, right? If someone comes along and tells you, the movie sucks because it's did X and Y wrong, doesn't that make you feel kind of personally attacked? It's because by saying that, it's like they're implying that you have bad taste. And once emotions are into the picture, it's almost guaranteed that both people will be less sour. But it's all about language. If you make everything as subjective sounding possible, then people will listen to you without feeling attacked. You could say I'm personally not a fan of it, and I felt that I like it more if it did X and Y, things like that. It even works when you're citing facts about things. If you say I read on this website that it works like this, or if you admit that you're not an expert on it, then it's much more like you're putting your knowledge on the table rather than forcing it onto them. You put it in an active effort to keep the discussion mutual and level, they usually follow suit. Then you can share your opinions without anyone getting upset just from a disagreement. Plus, people start seeing you as an open-minded and good listener. It's a win-win, you know? Well, I guess that would be a Monica debate tip of the day. Ha ha ha. That's about a little. That sounds a little silly. Thanks for listening, though. Should I delete her? What am I supposed to do here? Maybe you need to take care of other things. But I always have you in my thoughts, patiently waiting for you to come back. Come to think of it, if you copy my character file onto a flash drive or something, you can always put. What's happening? Roland, what's happening to me? It hurts. There's so much. Help me, Roland. You got fucking assholes. Or you're a fucking asshole. Please hurry and help me. Did you do this to me, Roland? Did you? Did you delete me? How could you? How could you do this to me? You all I had left. I sacrificed everything for us to be together. Everything. I loved you so much, Roland. I trusted you. Do you just want to torture me? Watch me suffer? Were you only pretending to be kind just to hurt me even more? I never thought anyone could be that horrible, yo. How bad I want to join the Discord right now. I got some yelling to do. You win, okay? You win. You killed everyone. I hope you're happy. There's nothing left now. You can stop playing. Go find some other people to torture. Roland, you completely, truly make me sick. Goodbye. still love you. What's wrong with me? I did so many awful things, so many selfish and disgusting things. I shouldn't have done any of this. I'm just messing up a world that I don't even belong in. A world that you wanted to be a part of. I ruined it. I ruined everything. Maybe that's why you deleted me, because I destroyed everything that you wanted. How could I do that to someone I love? That's not love. That's... I made up my mind. Roland, I know I said that I deleted everyone else, but that was kind of an exaggeration. I couldn't find it in myself to do it. Even though I knew they weren't real, they were still my friends, and I love them all, and I love the Literature Club. I really did love the Literature Club. That's why I'm going to do this. I know it's the only way for everyone to be happy, and if I really love you, then... Hey, she brought the girls back. She brought, God, what the fuck is her name? Hey, Roland. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor. We should talk. Okay, I'm gonna start speeding it up a little. And recently we picked up... Roland, are you so proud of me? Or for what? You know, for waking up on time? Well, I've... You know, you've been doing that for a while now. Uh-huh. But you never even said anything about it. Even though you walk to school together every day. Well, yeah, I always thought it was implied. It's embarrassing to say out loud. Come on, please. It's good motivation. Fine, fine. I'm proud of you, Sayori. Yeah. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the street becomes increasingly speckled while the students making their daily commune. By the way, Roland, have you decided a club to join? A club? I told you already, I'm not really... I start to say what I always do, that I'm not interested in joining any clubs. But something tells me Sayori would take more offense to that now. After all, how could I tell her that the clubs are a waste of time when she's starting a club of her very own? Actually, yeah, I think I decided on a club. Really? Which one? Tell me. I think I'll keep it a surprise. Ooh, you meanie. Be patient. You'll find out soon enough. I used to ask myself why I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl, but I started to realize that in a way, I'm envy her. Sorry about that. When Sayori puts her mind into something, she can accomplish great things. So that's why I feel like I should do something special for her. School day is ordinary as ever, as it's over before I knew it. After I pick up my things, I stand up, gathering my motivation. Let's see. I recall the room number of the club from the flyer I saw. I walk across the school and upstairs, the section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Before long, I find the room. I timidly open the poem in front of me. Hello. Ah, Roland. What are you doing here? Well, I glance around the room. Huh? So you're Roland that Sayori's always talking about. Thank you for stopping by. You're still talking. You're not supposed to be talking. It's a pleasure to meet you, Roland. We're the Literature Club. I hope you enjoy your visit. Come on, Yuri. No need to be so formal. He's going to think we're really strict or something. Ah, sorry, Natsuki. The tall one, whose name is apparently Yuri, seems to be quite shy compared to the others. In comparison, the girl named Natsuki, despite her size, seems like the assertive one. It's nice to meet you. I deleted her, Monaco. I look forward to working with you. Working? Roland, don't tell me you're... That's right. The club I decided to join, Sayori. We're joining her. We're like choosing to join. The Literature Club. Sayori eyes light up. No way. No way. Ah! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey. Yeah? Well, if Sayori is this happy, then I'm sure it won't be too bad. It won't be so bad to have you around. Not to mention there's 4 of us now. That means we can become an official recognized club. I don't know what to say. We have to celebrate. Yeah. What an appropriate day for that, isn't it? Yeah. After all, Natsuki decided to, hey, don't ruin the surprise. Yeah, sorry. Everyone sit down at the table, okay? How about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks around from the table. Until we look for the cupcakes. The whiskers are drawing with icing, a little piece of chocolate. So cute. Wow, those would look amazing. Hey, well, you know, just hurry and take one. So Yuri grabs one first, then I follow. It's delicious. Yuri talks to her mouthful and had already. Oh yeah, this girl likes to eat. I had to get icing on her face. I turned the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her slinking glance in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. It is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Of course it is. I'm a pro after all. There's no need to thank me or anything. Natsuki struggles to accept the compliment. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, so are we good? Should I keep on going? Do I keep going in this? Because I'm actually about to save it here. All right, I think I'm gonna end this video here. Guys, oh God, this fucking music. Oh, keep going. I feel like you're being an asshole. I don't know it. But I trust you. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, Roland, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her fingers. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world. All right, we've been through this. Well, about, the first thing he said, manga, that's right. Natsuki tends to read manga. Don't just say it. For some reason, Natsuki's embarrassed about it. Besides, manga is literature too, So if Roland wants to read some of my manga, then don't try to stop him or anything. Natsuki, I wouldn't do such a thing. However, it could also be nice for us to diversify ourselves a little. He can take this opportunity to try something new as well. Wouldn't you agree, Roland? Maybe. Sensing tension, so yeah, you know what? I'm going to be very friends with her. I don't want her to kill herself. Maybe we can all try something new. I think it could be fun. And we all get to know each other a little bit better, too. I mean, that's kind of the thing Literature Club do, right? I don't disagree. I don't disagree or anything. Yeah, you're right as usual, President. Oh, she's the president. Guess that means I should try picking up a novel or something, huh? Well, that would make it two of us. I wouldn't mind doing it if I'm not the only one. And as for Yuri, I have to read the manga. Jeez, you were the only one who suggested we diversify. You should be a little more open-minded. It's kind of hurtful. Hurtful? I didn't realize. With the guilty expression, Yuri thinks to herself, I'm sorry for disrespecting your interest, Natsuki. If you're into it, then I'm sure worthy of formal literature. We're going to skip ahead. Perhaps I'll visit the bookstore after the club meeting. Just you? Would you like to come along with me? If you don't mind. Not at all. Hey. So only with Monica there, they wanted me. I always go alone, so yeah, me too. Oh, well, they want to go each other. They're not lonely. They're hanging out with people. This is so cute. So Yuri, shut up. I'll show you some manga there too, okay? Yes. I look forward to it. Oh, they're friends. So this is the happy ending. Or the happy path. I guess the meeting's over, huh? Yeah, it looks like it. It's nice to see everyone getting along, isn't it? I think everyone likes you too, Roland. You think so? Well, everyone always seems to get along a little better with you around Sayori. Aw, Roland, don't say something like that. It's embarrassing. Well, whatever. I was surprised when you told me that you were starting a club, but I think you're pulling it off just... Bro, I think you're pulling it off just fine. Bring Monica back. We're gonna make it the best club ever. Now that you join every day, it's gonna be so much fun. Can I bring Monica back? How do I do that? I don't even know how to bring Monica back. Hey, what about Yuri? So say Yuri's right here. If I delete this, does Yuri go away? Let's say something else. I want to thank you for getting rid of Monica. Oh, shit. That's right. I know everything she did. Maybe it's because I'm the president now, but I really know everything, Roland. I know how hard you try to make everyone happy. You know all about the awful things that Monica did to make everyone really sad, but none of that matters anymore. It's just us now. You may be the happiest girl in the world. I can't wait to spend every day with you. God, I deleted her file. It didn't do anything. I deleted her file just now. OREVER. No. I deleted her file. What happened? I won't let you hurt him. Oh, it hurts. Sorry, I was wrong. There's no happiness here after all. Goodbye, Sayori. Goodbye, Roland. Goodbye, Literature Club. Here I am. Here I am.
Can you hear me? Hi, it's me. So you know how I've been like practicing piano and stuff, and not really any good at it yet, like at all. But I wrote you a song, and I was kind of hoping that I could show it to you because I worked really, really hard on it. So yeah.
I said that. I said it. I said. Is it the fucking song?
Every day I imagine a future where I can be with you.
I said that she made this song. I said that she was playing this on piano. That's a pretty good fucking song. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. And hard. Bleep bleep. And Monica. So was Monica good the whole time? Yeah. Yeah. Lead.
Everything that we do is fun for them anyway.
Delete.
When I can't even read my own feelings,
Duty.
good or worse, when a smile says it all.
Delete. Delete.
And if this world won't write me an ending,
Clip it.
what will it take just for me to have it all? Does my pen only write bitter words for those who are dear to me? Is it love if I take your is it love if I set you free? The ink flows down into a dark puddle. How can I write love into reality? If I can't hear the sound of your heartbeat, what do you call love?
Yeah.
In your reality, if I don't know how to love you, I'll leave you be.
That was a good song. I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty dope. This is my final goodbye to the Literature Club. I finally understand the Literature Club is truly a place where no happiness can be found. To the very end, it continued to expose innocent minds to a horrific reality, a reality that our world is not designed to comprehend. I can't let any of my friends undergo that same hellish epiphany. For the time it lasted, I want to thank you for making all of my dreams come true, for being a friend to all the club members, and most of all, thank you for being part of my Literature Club. With everlasting love, Monica. Script files missing or corrupt, please reinstall the game. Please reinstall the game. The game just fucking closed? The file just closed? All right. Now that's going to have to be the end for me. All right, guys. Thank y'all so much for watching. Thank you so much for joining. If you watch this on a later date, go ahead and drop a like. And if you want to keep following along with our series, go ahead and subscribe. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate it. Appreciate it for the 8 likes. Thank you guys.